Hi, this is Mrs. Cotter. We're going to be working on week 4, day 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach a quick lesson. We're going to review over it, and then we're going to go ahead and do some problems. So let's look at the first part. It says, new learning. The picture below shows how a strip is folded into equal parts. So if you look at the strip that's circled, you can see that each one of these pieces are equal. If you look at this one over here, these pieces are not equal. You can tell that this piece right here is a lot bigger than the small squares. So when we are working on a fraction, you need to make sure that each piece is equal, as you can see in the folded strip below. So let's look at some example fractions. These are some strips, okay? And if you look at the one with 1/3, you can see that each square or rectangle is equal. In a fraction, you need to make sure that each piece is equal. You cannot have a piece that's bigger than the other pieces like how they show in that one. This is not a fraction. This one is because it has equal parts. So here it shows 1/3. We have one piece shaded, and we have 3 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3. So this fraction shows 1/3. One piece shaded, and 1, 2, 3. 3 equal pieces. Another way you can write this is 1/3. The next one shows 1/4. We have 4 equal pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have one piece shaded. This shows 1/4. One piece shaded, 4 equal pieces. Again, you see that each piece is the same size. Again, you can write it like this, 1/4. Then you have 1/7. One piece shaded and 7 equal pieces. If you were to count, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 equal pieces. All right, let's look at the next part. It says example problem. Dylan plans to eat 1/4 of his candy bar. I'm going to circle that 1/4 because that's very important. We got a fraction. His 3 friends want him to share the rest equally. Show how Dylan and his friends can each get an equal share of the candy bar. So let's look at what they did. So I know that there's 4 people. We have Dylan and his 3 friends. 3 plus 1 equals 4. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4. And it says that they want to share the candy bar equally. Now I've told my students this, and I'm sure Ms. Fifield has told you this too, but if you have a candy bar and you want to share it with your friends, it wouldn't be fair if Dylan got a bigger piece or one of his friends got a bigger piece. That's why each piece needs to be equal. They're sharing it equally. So here's Dylan's piece right here, and his first friend, his second friend, and his third friend, and they're going to share it equally. So each person is going to have, what's the fraction going to be? If Dylan gets a 1 piece, how many equal pieces do we have? 4. So each person is going to get 1/4 of the candy bar. They're going to get 1 piece, and they split it into 4 equal pieces. So I labeled it that each friend is going to get 1/4 of a piece. All right, now let's move on where you get to try some of the problems. It says circle the strips that are folded to make equal parts. So remember, we said that each piece has to be equal. So I'm going to look at A, B, C, and D. And what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to cross out the ones that don't look equal. So if I look at this, which one do you think doesn't look equal? So if I look at B, I see that these pieces are a lot bigger than these ones on the side. So I'm going to cross B out. What else doesn't look equal? Well, C definitely does not look equal because look at how big that piece is compared to this one. So I'm going to cross that one out. Let's look at A. Do you think these pieces are equal? Do they look equal to you? Yeah, A looks equal, so I'm going to circle A. Now I'm going to look at D. Does D look equal to you? Looks pretty equal to me, so I'm going to circle D. All right, let's go on to the next part. It says, Juanita cut her string cheese into equal pieces as shown in the rectangles below. In the blank spaces below, name the fraction of the string cheese represented by the shaded part. So they have different fractions here, and they actually want us to write the fraction. So I'm going to actually type it out. So let's look at the first one. How many equal pieces do we have? We have 1, 2, 3. And what's the shaded part? How many pieces are shaded? 1. So this fraction would be 1/3. So that's that fraction. Let's look at the next one. How many equal pieces are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many pieces are shaded? 1. So this fraction would be 1/6. All right, let's look at the last one. Let's move this over so you can see it better. Put it right there. All right, let's look at this one. How many pieces are shaded? 1. And how many equal pieces are there altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fraction would be 1/4. Good. All right, and you can see again that the fractions all have equal pieces. Each square or rectangle is equal. They have to be equal to be a fraction. You can't have a piece bigger than another one. All right, let's go on. All right, it says circle the model that correctly shows 1/3 shaded. So, like what we've just been talking about, we have to make sure that the pieces are equal. We know if we have 1/3 that one piece is shaded. We see in each one of these that one piece is shaded, but I can look at these pictures that some of them do not have equal size pieces. Which one does have equal rectangles or squares? The one in the middle. That is the only one that has equal size pieces. In this one, this would not be a fraction because this size right here is bigger than the other two pieces. And if you look at this one cannot be 1/3 because this piece is smaller than both of these. In this one in the middle, each piece is the same size. All right, now it says there are equal parts in all and parts are shaded. So let's see how many equal parts are in all first. We need to count all of the pieces. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 equal parts all together. Now it's asking how many parts are shaded. So let's count the shaded parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 pieces that are shaded. This is a bonus question now that's not on your sheet. But what would this fraction be if I have 10 pieces in all and 7 pieces are shaded? Remember, the shaded part goes on top and the total equal pieces go on the bottom. So this fraction would be 7/10. All right, let's go on to the last one. Zoom in. All right, it says Michael bakes a piece of garlic bread for dinner. He shares it equally with his 3 sisters. Show how Michael and his 3 sisters can get an equal share of the garlic bread. So this is very similar to the problem that I talked about before with Dylan. So I'm going to draw my piece of garlic bread. And how many pieces does Michael want to share the garlic bread? So how many pieces are they sharing the garlic bread? So who's going to get the garlic bread? We have Michael and his 3 sisters. So 1 plus 3 equals 4. So I need to make sure that they get they have 4 pieces all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I tried to split my garlic bread as evenly as I could because remember the pieces have to be equal. So now so here's Michael's piece. This is Michael's piece. I'm going to put Michael, M for Michael. And here are his 3 sisters. I'm going to put S for sisters. So now what's the fraction that each person is going to get of garlic bread? So Michael gets how many pieces? He gets 1 piece. And how many pieces are they splitting the garlic bread into? 4. So his sisters, one sister gets 1 piece, and they split it into 4 pieces. So each person gets 1/4 of the garlic bread. And I drew it out, and I labeled it, and that's what the problem is going to be. All right, and that's all for day 2. And make sure you are still going on Zearn. Make sure you're going on your ST Math, and you're watching the YouTube videos and finishing up your packet. I will give you more updates if there is any packet pickups. I'll send you either guys a text, parents a text, or I'll say it on the video. All right, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.